Are you a League player? If you are, you've probably at some point in time thought and or screamed to yourself, why the fuck is this champion in the game? There is no counterplay to this shit. BG, report the jungler. Well, I know I have. So now, I decided to look at it from both sides, to figure out exactly how much counterplay a champion has. Starting off with Yasuo. Yasuo's first passive gives him double crit chance. There is really not much to it. His abilities does almost no damage to compensate. This ability is also useless before Yasuo buys crit, and his crit does lower damage. You know, if getting a critical hit is the same as getting a strike in bowling, Yasuo is the guy that always knocks down 9 pins and has 1 pin left standing. His second passive for one takes away his mana because we don't have enough manaless champions already, and it gives him a shield. Sometimes. I've heard a lot of people talk about how overpowered this shield is. Like, seriously? It's for one a short shield, and it can't be activated when he wants to. Riven. And he needs to move a goddamn long distance to recharge this shit. Also, it's popped by everything, and he's a fully melee champion. So, are these abilities fair? Yeah, the crit pass is really the only thing that makes Yasuo, well, Yasuo. And his shield is sometimes just downright weak. Now, his Q is basically just an AoE auto attack that's able to crit. Seriously, right? You just had to go there, didn't you? And its cooldown scales off of attack speed, cause that's a good idea. After he hits something 2 times, he can then create that stupid fucking tornado, which for some reason is homing when I'm playing against him. But anyhow, this ability does have low range, and it is needed to hit something twice before he can fire off the tornado. Also, he can hold the tornado for very long. But the bigger thing is, this ability, since he has been released, has been tied for the lowest base damage of all abilities in the game. And let's be honest, Evelynn isn't a champion. And even with this low base damage, the base damage can't even crit. Do I think this is a fair ability? Hell no. But looking at this, I must say this is actually a fairly balanced ability, unfortunately. Now, his W. His W is this bullshit fucking wall where every projectile that so just happens to pass through it is blocked and so totally annihilated, basically making every ranged champion in the game completely useless. Also, it's big enough for him to stand inside, so he can get protected from both sides, which is a good idea. Seriously, what the fuck, Riot? It only has 2 drawbacks. One is that it doesn't do shit against melee champions like Darius and Jax, and the second one is that it won't protect him from 2 sides. Oh wait, it fucking will. Forget about number 2, it only has 1. Even the cooldown is not very high when you think about it as an ability that can completely lock down an entire role. Now, Yasuo's E. This ability is what makes him a combination of Usain Bolt, Super Mario, and someone that has taken ecstasy. Believe it or not, but I don't hate this ability. It is very good because it got virtually no cooldown and it gives him extreme mobility. But honestly, that's it. Cause, come on, how overpowered would it be for a champion to have 4 dashes with no cooldown and no mana cost? You would need to be very, very drunk to make that. Anyway, this thing is for one, very slow compared to many other dashes. The damage is low, and it doesn't scale with anything he builds. It also got a virtual cooldown if he runs out of targets. He is predictable, and let's be honest, how many times have you seen in Yasuo E into something and then go straight to heaven because he's out of position? I know I have, but mostly when I'm playing him. Anyway, looking at how many weaknesses this has contra what it does, I actually think it's a fairly balanced ability, if not too balanced. Ulti time! His ultimate is this screwed over ability where he gets free damage on everyone that's knocked up, also keeping them in the air for an extra second. This, for one, turns the entire enemy team into a giant fucking dartboard for his team's AoE. It also does a fair amount of damage and it refreshes his shield. Plus, the cooldown at level 3 is very, very short. But everyone looks past that one huge weakness. It makes Yasuo a sitting duck for everyone that's not hit. I can't count the amount of times I've killed a Yasuo midair. Oh, you're ulting my team? Well, I'm LeBlanc, I'm Jinx, I'm Ezreal, I'm Teemo. It doesn't matter, I'll kill you. It also suspends whoever is in range, meaning you can basically knock off 2 and ult 1. Then suddenly, boom, you're... Shut the fuck up. So, seeing it as such, it's a fairly balanced ability which can wreck a team. Either theirs or his own team. Guess what the Yasuos on my team does? After all, looking at his abilities as a whole, Yasuo is really annoying to play against. But not counting his wind wall, which is basically concentrated Teemo, his abilities are actually quite balanced. His damage is also fair. I mean, sure, he can do 600 per hit, but so can Yi or Tryndamere. Only difference is, Yasuo doesn't have immortality or a huge movement speed boost. None of his ability even does that much damage. In my opinion, Yasuo is actually balanced. Except for the fucking wall, remove that shit.